Hello friends, I'm Colonel Failure. Welcome back to Stardeus, where we're on the sweaty marsupial still, obviously. And Turk likes hanging out in the power centre. Good for you, Turk. Well, whatever makes you cheery. We've got quite a lot of power going on in the power centre. I need more batteries. I think that's fair to say, but I can't make them yet. I haven't learned how to do that because I've had other priorities. It's starting to come along a bit. We've got an idle workstation at the moment. That's only because there's, we're out of stuff. What's going on over here? Who's this? This is Crashy. Who the heck is Crashy? That's not a name I would have come up with. Well, I'll rectify that. Crashy will get a different name. Just hanging out in the Arboretum, which is, hold on, let's do a quick temperature check. It's a little chilly. Could be warmer, but that temperature will undoubtedly come up over time, providing I manage to keep it all sealed up. Is the fridge. Oh yeah, it's lovely. The fridge that will eventually slam stuff into all of these places. It's all good. We're going in the right direction. I've got all of this gubbins hooked up and we're in the process of tearing apart the remainder of the ship. What more do you need to know? Now you might be asking yourself, why have you got a storage unit out here? And the answer is really quite straightforward. It makes it a lot quicker for the lads to tear stuff apart and bring it back to the hold. Now down here, this is a bit of wall, which means there's some floor underneath it. So I need to keep an eye on that because it's treated as part of the ship still. I've not got enough plant fibre, not got enough wood. That's fine. All of that will happen in time. Yeah, I know. You can tell me again. But you just got to wait for the plant fibre to be grown, son. You can't just have it because you want it. You've got to wait until it's done. Anyway, longer plans. Here is the central corridor of the ship. Around the outside of that, I'm going to put an ablative armour layer. Oh yeah, a redundant section of ship that is there purely to be the thing that meteors hit first. I'm not going to put anything useful in there at all. It will be there entirely to be hit by meteors and for no other reason. Now this central corridor, I'm going to branch that when we get through the end section here, and I'll have an open area in the middle into which I'll put solar panels and space dust gathering elements and all of that kind of behaviour. One of these robots just sat there. Get to work. Come on, pick this stuff up, hoik it back to the ship. Don't just sit out there going, oh, it's lovely out in space, isn't it? Oh, isn't it nice? They go, oh, yeah, terrific. So yeah, progress is occurring, and it's occurring quite nicely. I've no complaints to make particularly. Computers at a relatively decent temperature. I've got some heat sinks on it. I've also got it venting into space, so that's fine. I should probably do some research. That'll keep us moving, because now we're into build up a bit. What have I got available? I've got 16 plus 8 is 24. 24 disk space slots available, which means I could have almost anything. What's molecular rearrangement when it's at home? That gives us the converter. Oh, okay, that turns one type of material into another. Don't really need that yet. Research station, maybe. Heating, I don't have heating. Well, do I not? No, that's for the better heater. Same with the better cooler as well. Now that's okay. You're front of the list right now. Yep, you get top billing. I haven't worked on space travel yet, but I need to soonish because we're going to have to visit other planets in order to grab the gubbins to continue to expand. Communications will allow me to talk to merchants. Not yet. Soon, not yet. Robotics allows me to build robots. Yeah, I want it, but not yet. Same for advanced manufacturer. Just go and buy cooling and get on with it. I'm going to go and buy cooling and get on with it. Largely just purely because I want a fridge. Yeah, I mean, keeping my foodstuffs all in one place might actually help to keep them around for a little bit longer. I don't really need cooling per se. But it's okay. It's all good. It should be quite a quick one to do as well. At least one would hope it's quite a quick one to do. It's not going to use up that much power anyway, so that's all good. Now then, next thing to build down here is the new and improved computer centre. All of this lot's going to move Part of me says, do you really want to put all of your computers in one basket? And I go, well, yeah, because I don't have an answer, and therefore, you know, just delaying having to give a response there can be quite helpful. You've put this in a really unhelpful place. It's all fine. It's all fine. Let's go to work. Walls, yeah, wall. Thank you. Right, slap it in here. Slap it in there. We will obviously need doors in there in the future, but not until I've finished kind of the overall reorganisation of the beast. In fact, I'm just going to wall to start with, and then I'll tear those walls back up again when I've decided what else I want to put on there. So if you think about this kind of 3 rectangle, you know, main corridor, room, and then down here, room, all of that kind of business. I want to put my... no, that's what I'll do at this front section. I'll turn this into my colonist housing department. Now, it's going to take a little while before it's done, but I can plan it out now anyway. Right, walls again, please. Yeah, walls again, please. Thank you. Right, so you've got a corridor down the edge. Well, you've got a door there. That's less helpful. You can always move the door. I think I might move the door. Okay, right. Well, okay. So you've got your door at the edge here. Yeah. Which gives you a corridor down there. Yeah. So then you're going to want a wall about there. Yeah. Maybe leave a gap so that they can continue working. Yeah. No flies on you, I see. And into there we'll then put 2 wide rooms. And then 4, because that's quite luxurious, isn't it? You think? You think that's going to be enough space? I think it's going to be as much space as they need. The one at the end gets an extra bit of space. Yeah. Measuring didn't really come off there, did it? No, it didn't. But it's okay. That's fine. You're about to wall fellow me lad into that room unless he gets his act together and gets out of there before the walls are finished. Slap some doors in. Right, we want 1 door here. Yeah, we want 1 there. We want 1 there. Yeah, we want 1 there. Okay, and we'll keep 1 there as well so we can actually start to pressurise this. Meanwhile, as soon as that door is done, we'll take this one out. What's the problem here? You can't do it because you're trying to get around that way. Why not come in the other way? I know, it's a crazy thought, but you could do it anyway, and it would probably make life easier for all of us. Were you to do so? Oh, we've got room for another door there. Just stick a door in and give it a rotate. Stick it on there. Super. Oh, yeah, you got room for another one. It'll flip your neck. Door. Yeah, there. Hit it. Okay. All right, good. Right, that's a starting point. Now, obviously, that's only enough rooms for 3 colonists there. We'll obviously need more than that. But we have actually got this sealed up. Where are we at? 270, negative 270. Is that beyond atmosphere normal? I don't know. Go and have a look. Or lack of atmosphere normal. Yeah, 273. This has warmed up by 3 degrees and climbing. Well, every time they open the door, it's going to allow a little bit more heat in. So that's beneficial. That door is now done. Right, hook it up onto here. Good, right, and then we can demolish this one. Knock it away, please. Thank you very much. All right, super. Good. Also, let's get the electrics hooked up onto there. Just a regular wall socket will do the job. That's going to leave it out of range of the one above. Well, I'll put one in the middle as well, like that. See, brilliant. And then we're going to want vents to make sure that we've got the free flow of everything that needs to flow freely, and that'll work out nicely. Right, what's in the next room? Do you want to make this a computer centre? Yeah, you know what? I think that might work nicely. All right, let's do it. All right, so wall, obviously, to about there. Now, it's going to need to be quite big. Yeah. I might be off by 1 or 2. Why don't you place the operational materials and then hook this in afterwards? No. Go big or go home, son. Go for what you want to start with, and then afterwards work out whether that was the wrong decision to make or not. Yeah, we're almost done on cooling. Up the tempo a little bit more. Otherwise, you end up hanging around for all times. Oh, we're out of gears. Okay, gears obviously being critical to making doors. You're making microchips at the moment. All right, well, I'll wait for you to be done. Although, saying that, it might be more sensible just to create another crafting station. Could do. Well, get on with it then. Crafting station, right, over here. Spin you around. We'll stick it next to this pod, which I shall move in due course when we got these bedrooms done. You're ready. Good. All right, let's power you up. Yeah, slap that on there, and then give that some power. Yeah, give this some power. Yeah, give that some power. Super. Right, we's pressurizing. Mark that for deconstruction. I did it a minute ago and it didn't work, and I was going, oh, why didn't it work? Because you click deconstruct first, then click the thing, not the thing. Then I think you were there. Yeah, you possibly saw that for yourself, so I don't really need to explain it. Put that in there. Now, lights. Don't have lights yet. We will do. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I'm going to be all about lights in the future, but I'm not. Not at the moment. We've still got some way to go before I'm feeling confident about lights. Now, we've not got any vents here to put the... Hello? Oh, I can make a fridge and a radiator. That's good. What's a radiator? No, that's a mini heater. That's not a radiator. Intriguing. Well, I'll poke that in a moment and find out what it does. Right, I've got 14 space, can't count, remaining. And still 12 units of processing. So how about, given that we're talking computer center here, we actually start to build the thing. Now, I think I've got tier 2s, so we've now got these higher storage disk modules, which are all jolly good. So I could start slapping those in. So if I do 2 like that, and then another 2 like this, and then 2 like that, and then 2 like this, and then 2 like that, and then 2 like this. Well, that measurement appears to have worked out rather well. Yeah. Because you need to get your robots need to be able to access each one of them, so they're going to need clear space all over the place. But that's all good. Yeah, that's great. Have you built my craft? You've built my crafting bench. Well done. So you turn your back for a minute and get onto something else, and they do the work, which is rather splendid. Right, crafting station, which we want, and I know it needs an operator, but I want you to be building me gears, please. We're also short on microchips. Okay. Yeah. Get me 30 of them. In fact, just keep them on tick over. You are making microchips. Was that what I just said I was short of? I think it is. Do you want to check? I think I do. Okay, you're assembling microchips. And... I can't remember. I'm possibly short on transistors as well. But I've got colonists now, you see, and therefore they can be forced to work. Force them to work for all they're worth. Some of our wood crop is starting to mature. And the telltale for whether that's working or not is going to be this generator over here, which is actually which is powered by the planks that we're carving out of the trees that we cut down. I'm fairly certain there's some plant fibre. Hold on, not enough copper wire. Okay, that could be more of a concern. Yeah, copper wire. We're going to need quite a lot of that. Let's put in a floor socket there because I'll need that. There you go. Right. How does one make copper wire? Yeah, well, historically I've made it by recycling stuff that has copper wire in it. The grinder is only grinding up stuff. Yeah. Those are storage pods. Nutrient extractor, no, that's not my friend. The loom is for making clothes and spacesuits and that kind of thing. Microchips. Yeah, okay. The disassembler. That's where I've been getting my copper wire from. Okay, can you make them from a crafting bench? I didn't think you could. Maybe I need a new device for this kind of thing. You're assembling gears. You can do... What else could you do? Let's make another crafting station anyway, because I have a feeling that I'm going to have multiple things all running low at the same time. So we'll plonk the last one in there, and hopefully Hopefully get something useful out of it. Why are you sleeping in here, Crashy, whose name I haven't replaced? Okay, well, let's change it. You could be, I don't know, anybody, just any number of names. My mind's gone blank. There's 500 names sat in my head, and I just got to pull one out, and it just keeps going, bingo, hazmat. And you kind of go, oh, all right then. Yeah, there we go. All right. I don't even know if this particular colonist is male, female, or somewhere in between, but that's okay. It's all good. There you are. But well done, bingo. You could enjoy your new life with a proper name. All right, not enough wood. That's fine. Not enough because I'm burning it. Not enough microchips. Not enough copper wire. Yeah. What are you short on? You need copper wire. I see. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Now then, I've got new stuff that I can make. We've got the refrigerator, which I rather suspect needs copper wire. Okay. And then we've got the storage for beverages, which needs copper wire. Okay. So if we go to the old inventory here and we do a bit of alphabetical sorting. No, thank you. Sort it by alphabeticals. Yeah, there, right. I've got copper. I've also got copper plate. How does one make copper wire? Informed minds wish to know, or uninformed minds wish to know. There are minds, they have some level of information and they wish to know about the manufacture of copper wire and what piece of equipment I'm going to need to do that. Is there a piece of equipment I'm missing? Answer, probably yes. Let's have a look. We've got a crafting station, got that. Recycler. I've got one. It says I've got one. Nutrient extractor, got one of those. Got a grinder, got a disassembler. Well, if it's one of those, we should be happily making it. Radiators for the computer. Oh, right, okay. Fine. Yeah, that's to dispel heat. Rather than the way that you'd usually think of a radiator, which is to flow heat around the joint. Okay, well, how the heck am I going to make copper wire? You just need an operator to carry on working, that's fine. You're still whipping up microchips, which we need. Okay, that's good too. Shut down for emergency recharge. Say what? Oh, that's a robot. Robot shut down for emergency recharge. That's fine. Objects in safer area. I know that. Explore the operations manual. No, I'll pass on that. Thanks. Battery malfunction. That'll either be dealt with or not. Cooking station's idle. Can't do much about that until it's got the raw ingredients. It's all fine. Nothing is irking me here. Right, now you've got one thing connected, and that's the next pylon. So how about we deconstruct you? There might be some copper wire in there. You never know. Well, I would imagine that there probably is some copper wire in there. In which case we can maybe right now we've got that in inventory. Pause it up. No, wait, he hasn't stashed it yet. Or maybe there we go. Right, you talk to me. Crafted in the assembler or crafting station? Thank you. Gotcha. Right, fine. Good. We can make that work. Switch this over. Instead of gears, stop producing, start making copper wire, please. How much do you want? Oh, flipping lots. Right, 30 will do for now. Go. Right, super, that's that. One more dilemma dealt with. I imagine I've got enough gears for the time being. I've got a low energy robot out there. Well, get to a charging station. All the charging stations work. Just get to one and enjoy yourself once you've got there. Right, let's relocate this pod. Yep. Okay, let's go and put it... Hold on, you haven't got oxygen in there yet. Well, it's probably picked some up by now. Don't complain about it. It's minus 250 degrees and 2% oxygen. Anyone you stick in there is going to be... yeah, they'll sleep real good. I'm 12 short on copper wire, 3 short on microchips, but I am now at least... I've got orders in to create both. So that's one good thing. I've just got a little ahead of myself in terms of building before I've got the resources to do so. Yeah, I think asking for 86 hard drives all in one go has possibly pushed you over the edge there a bit. Right, here's my cooking stations. This living habitat is temporary. All right, it's going to... It will look better once I build the proper facility, which will be coming up in here, I think. Yeah, that looks promising. What's it like in there? Bit drafty, 5 degrees. Okay, we'll work on it. We need 12 copper wire. 1, 2, 6, 10, 12. I wonder where we could possibly need it. I wonder. It's all fine. It's gonna be great. Right. Plug all of this lot into as many things as you can. There you go. Redundancy. That's what we get out of that, you see. We get a bit of redundancy. So we want vents, and we're going to want a central heating and O2 producer to actually make those vents worth anything. Now, I'm on the fence about whether to stick some life support here in this corridor, which is currently minus 168 degrees, because once it's getting bleed through of heat and air from both sides of the corridor, it should balance out. I don't think there's any harm, though, in putting a heater in the corridor. What you should be doing is you should be airlocking the corridor at multiple sections along the way in case you have a breach at some point, if you had any sense in the slightest. And why have I only got seemingly one person who can be bothered working an actual crafting station? I got a lot of crafting needs doing. Alright, who are you? You are Nemo Crisis. Good name. Couldn't find a bed. That I can probably help with. There's one, look. I don't believe that belongs to anybody. I don't think I have assigned anybody a particular bed yet, although maybe they're threatening each other with violence. You stay on my bed. If they were to whip somebody else's sleeping accommodation, I don't know. Sleep next to the air processor. It'd be good for you. And then someone else can sleep next to this oak tree. Yeah, I'm sure that'll be fine. Speaking of oak trees, the old arboretum's coming up great. Apparently they're growing just fine without the need for any form of light, which is nice. And I think light is probably going to be my next manufacturing task. My next research task is to work out lights, because in here it's quite bright and breezy, and I don't know if it has any impact on productivity or not. Let's say it probably doesn't. Just in case it doesn't. And then it will be good. Right, have I got all of that lot? Yeah. This is good. Do you want to start stripping this lot back? Look, there's some more gears, and there's probably some copper wiring and some of that as well. And you've likely got some robots hanging around doing absolutely nothing of any value. Alright, well, let's take out the walls first, and then we can hit the floors all in one go. There we are. Alright, take out that bit of floor as well, I don't mind. Alright, well, it's all going positively. So what's next? Well, we've got to get the production back up. I see we've got someone who can be bothered actually working on the copper wire assembly plant now. That's good. Keep working, son, keep working. No, don't clear off. Where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going and why are you going? Oh, you've gone to collect some more stuff. Oh, good for you. Well done. No, I'm very proud. No, where are you taking that? You've stuck that over there. You want to go and craft something of that kind instead. You can't get the staff, and the staff that you can get can't be bothered with any of it. Anyway, I've been Colonel Failure. This was a bit of a just general operations episode. This one. In the next one, we'll try and push forward in a little bit more of a consistent fashion. Right, what we got? We've got one microchip, and he's banging them out as quickly as he can. Transistors were fine. Gears were okay. Copper wire's starting to build up. That's good too. Well, how about you get our gears up to 20? Okay, that'll be more than enough for short-term door creation. But we need to wait until we've got all of our copper supplies under control, and then we can look at heating and air supporting all of this lot. And once I've got a hard drive up here, which could be any second, then we'll... I know I've not got enough copper wire. Stop banging on about it. We're only 7 short now. We're getting somewhere. Microchips are coming up as well. It's all good. Everything's flowing in the way that nature intended. There you go. That'll come online, and then we can say, in fact, I'm going to book it in now. We want lights. I've waited long enough. Admittedly, it's just going to burn me through more resources, but hey, putting some lights in, I think my people deserve it. Energy efficiency. I like it and I want it, but I don't have 16 processing yet. Lighting. There we go. Oh, it's cheap as chips, that one. Right, okay, fine. I'll be Colonel Failure. I'll be back soon with more of this because I'm rather enjoying it, and at some point it will be thoroughly exciting, but for now it's thoroughly buildy, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. If you're not subscribed already, finish that sentence for yourself. I'll catch you next time. Cheerio.